And we are back. You can see still the score of the previous game on your screens. I know, it's surprising. Hyperflick and Vorai, what a game we had. Ended up with a universe point, but now we start the next one. Ogrē, home team, having a great season so far. Now playing against the top team from Estonia, Tartu, and Tartu starting with a defense. Tomas Lukševics was there, almost get the disc despite the contact, but couldn't get hold of it in the end. So Estonians now with the disc. The man himself, Jakub, with the disc assisting in the end zone for the first point. We had a very short break between the games. I haven't found rosters for the teams, so I will try to get them as soon as possible, so I can give you all the correct names of the players, so you know. So Tartu with the pull. Eglītis now to Rozēns. Williamsons. And Eglītis with the uncharacteristic mistake. Now Estonians with another opportunity to break early in the game. Very fast disc movement. Miazītis with a block. Getting the disc back for Ogrē. Rozēns to Williamsons, putting up a hammer. Miscommunication with Miazītis. The Mr. MVP Jakub with the disc now. Williamsons very close to the Callahan. Back to Jakub. Just swings it across. Tonison. And a drop. Not going with a scuba in the end zone, of course, not the safest option when Jakub is there. Lukševics, one of the two brothers in Ogre team. Māris Lukševics very close to the end zone, not in. Put it around to Miazītis, who getting the point after the block he made earlier in this one. So 1-1 now is the score. We're having 8 players. And they already have some problems finding the 5th one on the field. Not a great sign after 2 points. Eight players also on the Estonian side. Jakub. Skuber across. Janek with the disc. Back to Jakub. And in the end zone. Tambets with the point. Also very athletic Estonian player. 2-1. Estonians with the lead. Maris Lukšević starting the offense, and immediately quick break from Tartu, just giving it away. Rozans was stopping, not expecting the pass. Jakub just stepping ahead, getting the disc, and finds Teder in the end zone wide open. Another break for Estonians. Racins with a disc. Finds Tomas Lukšević. Māris Lukšević now. Miezītis. Tomas Lukšević now. To his brother Māris. Alvis looking in the end zone. Swings around. Miezītis avoiding the contact from Jakub. A bit dangerous. But Ogrē scored. Yeah, we saw this episode. If Miezītis would have go fully for the disc, it might end very badly. But luckily both players managed to avoid this dangerous contact. So 3-2 is the score. Ogrē holding this one. Now they have to start getting some breaks to get back in the game. Tonison, the main handler in this team, with the disc. Miezītis wanted to go for it, but and we have a foul called. Looks like contested. Miezītis saying that I just raised my arms. I was not moving. You just hit my arms, and that's the reason. Basically, that he didn't initiate the contact, but it's hard to tell. This goes back to Estonians. Jakub putting it up there to Tonison, and Tonison over Eglītis in the end zone. We can see that Eglītis is there, getting up, putting the pressure, and one-handed grab from Tonison. 4-2 is the score now. Rozans was looking where to throw the disc, but he didn't caught it first. And immediately Tartu just punishing for those mistakes. It's Tinto with the point. And that's another break. Racins with the disc. Blade to Rozans. Not liking the cuts to the end zone. Williamson's now getting it. He wants to send it. Not this time. And Williamson's in the end zone. Definitely one of the key players in the Ogrē team. He's a very big playmaker. He's always active. He wants always to get the disc, and when he have the disc, he wants to immediately throw it somewhere to play fast ultimate. Usually, every club have one of those type of players, and Williamson's is the one for Ogrē. And a mistake from Estonians. And that's opportunity for Ogrē to get a break. Huge save from Ratsins. Getting on the floor to saving the disc. Eglītis. Blade, Rozāns, not in yet. Ratsins. To Rozāns. Back to Ratsins. And that's a break for Team Ogrē. "5-4 now is the score. Unfortunately, I have to leave you now. I hope that we will find a quick replacement in the commentator's spot. Anyway, keep watching the game. It's looking promising to be very interesting one. So, yeah. Thanks for being with us, and stay with us. Enjoy the game, and I'll see you in the next ones. Bye.
And the pull is up, and Dmitry Doroshenko is on the commentary booth. I subbed Yanis as he had to go to the other arena hall and prepare for his game. We are bringing you an international matchup between Tartu Ultimate and Ogrē from Ogrē, of course, the local team, taking on the Estonians. Currently, the score is 8-5. It is Tartu etching a little bit ahead. Tinto Kusk exchanging the disc with Jakob Tam, and Daniel Teder with a high grab in the end zone for 9-5 to Tartu. Plenty of time on the clock, so still 12 minutes, just under 12 minutes of game time left. So Ogrē can still bring it back. I hope you enjoyed the previous game. I certainly did. That was a lot of fun. If you haven't seen that, it is Universe Point between Hyperflag and Vorai. I cannot talk too much, of course, because I was playing in it, but it was certainly a very enjoyable match. Some people did say that it was probably some of the most intense games that they've seen, so not my words, I only passing on what I've heard. Ogrē on the offense, Racins to Tomas Lukševics. Lukševics, high disc, floating, and Miezītis, unfortunately that bounces off his hands, and Ogrē fortunately gonna concede another turnover, and Tartu with Teder on the disc, swing to Kusk, another swing, this time to Palm. And that is Tomas Lukševics is making good on his own mistake and a slightly errant throw, and gets another defensive point. Racins, nice swing to Williamsons, and Racins pushing it through to Rosens. Swing to Racins, and Racins, Williamsons looking in the end zone, but nothing is available there. Gets another swing to Miezītis, Racins, and into the end zone for Williamsons. Williamsons, great cut, way to get open against Daniel Teder. Not an easy feat to do, but yeah, he's making good on that, and great effort for him. Tartu Ultimate is going to call a timeout to talk about things after conceding that previous point. They're also somewhat short rostered. They only have 8 players. A little bit... No, actually 8 players as well on Ogrē side. I'll take a quick break as well, get a sip of coffee after the game, and we'll be back in a few seconds. Bello with the disc, quite a high stall count, and finally finds a release valve and a reset with Jakob Tam. Tam to Teder. Teder finds Tam on the up the line cut. Teder. Now high disc to Tambets, and Tambets with a cheeky over the top to Tonison for 10-6. Only 3 more points for Tartu, a little bit more for Ogrē. And that's Ogrē. Great point for them. Williamsons with the score in the end zone. Gets it from our Masters coordinator. Jēkabs Eglītis. And a great score for them. Very nice and effective, very clean offense. Ogre still in this game. The gap is just maybe a little bit too long, a little bit too big, but I think Ogrē are staying within somewhat of a touching distance. They just don't need to run out of time or run out of points. They need a couple of breaks to make it a little bit more comfortable. Whoa! That's an errant throw. I think it slipped off the fingers of Jakob Tam there, and Eglītis. Mēzītis, apologies, was in the hunt for that defense. Rozens elevates, gets the score. Rācins now helping at the back, and Rācins with a blade. Ooh, I think that might be a little bit too much contact on that. No call is made, but yeah, I think Tinto just jumped a little bit a little bit higher, and maybe was. Could not really find the landing. However, I think the defense in general was quite clean. Tam and Palm now with the disc, and Skuber into the end zone for Tinto Kusk, who was the author of the previous score of the defense. Sorry, so double happiness for Tinto Kusk. Nice grab for him. Big smiles. Mēzītis, Eglītis, apologies, mixing them up a little bit. Very close to the backside. Maris Lukšević was a little bit trapped, but finds a release valve in his brother, Thomas. Maris available, but Rozens, nice cut and nice step in front. Thomas Lukšević now with the disc, looking for Alvis Williamsons. Williamsons elevates, wants a blade, but doesn't give it. And Skuber, whoa! Just right in front of Teder. I think that questions are being asked if he was in or not. I think on the replay, quite clearly seen that he was just in, so his foot was quite visibly in front of the line. Very close, but I think just in front of it. Yeah, I would say that yes, that is quite confidently in. Pull is up from Ogre, Tonison, Dambets, and now Tam on the far side, asking someone to come in, and Pello on the reset. Middle of the field, Kusk. Nice break side pass to Tambets, and Tambets to Pello. Pello with a long shot to Jakob Tam, and Rācins is yelling, guard the side in frustration, as this pass should not go and should have been covered, as that is the side where Ogre are defending, and they don't want them to throw this way. Tartu are finding themselves in a little bit of a game point situation. So if they score this point, And the defense, looks like there's going to be a bit of a foul called. Maybe did not affect too much, but yeah, it's good to maybe establish that the level of contact should be a little bit lower by Alvis. Knowing Alvis, he's actually generally quite a physical player himself. But yeah, always fair. If there is a bit of a contact from behind, maybe it is good to ask the other team to turn it down a little bit. So fair call, and nice point for Ogrē. Nice hammer over the top into the end zone for Peteris Rosens. A bit of a do or die situation for Ogrē. That pull maybe was a little bit too high, but Tam deciding to play through. Rācins on the hunt, almost getting another Callahan for himself, and Māris Lukševics decides no, he doesn't want that to go. And nice defense against Teder, apologies. Nice communication there. Miezic getting open and swing so far, only swings with Rācins. Miezitis to Tomas Lukševics. Finds Rācins, who is wide open and into the end zone, but I think there was a hand on that disc. Yeah, that disc was pushed down into the floor, and Tartu once again another opportunity to close off this game. Tambets to Teder, and a leading pass. Ooh, that is a little bit too dangerous, I think, for both of them. Maybe Miezitis was actually aware that the cutter was there and jumped in front of me. I think that was maybe a tad too dangerous, but good for the players to get aware that a collision is inevitable and slow down a little bit and let it go. Whoop. That is once again another break for Ogrē. 12-10. So they stayed just within touching distance, but now they need to score. Every point for them should be a break. 3 breaks they need to win this game against Tartu. Some support from the Latvian side on the stands from Ogrē, and unfortunately that support is not going to help. That is Ralf Tambets with the point, and Jakob Tam with a beautiful scuba over the top to close off this game. 13-10. Congrats to Tartu Ultimate with another win, and commiserations to Ogrē with that loss. That was a close game, some great athletic plays, high grabs, and all the exciting things. I will rewatch that once again to see what happened in the first half when Jānis Bernants was with you, and I'll see you later in the next game. I'll stay with you for another one. That's going to be Ventspils 2 against Vorai. Vorai are playing, basically doubling up, and I will need to get moving to another hall after that. Māris Lukševics will join you for the last game in this hall, Valmiera and Baltic Dragons. Next up, Ventspils 2 against Vorai. Stay with us.